Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Well, let's see what we got for you right now. We have quite a rare car, and if you know what I'm talking about, you probably know what I'm about to say. If you look at it, especially if you're British or you're from Europe, you say, hey, that's a Rover. That's a Rover 75. What's so special about it? Well, there's a few things that are special. First of all, the color. I don't think you've seen a Rover 75 in a bright yellow, but this is actually an MG. It's called MGZT. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the MGZT came out after when after Rover I think went bankrupt, and if I'm not mistaken, the Chinese bought the Rover brand and they pull it out. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to. You know what? Give me a second, because I think I'm wrong now. Nope, actually, I'm wrong. Let me reverse myself. It was actually still built in London, in England, in Birmingham, in Birmingham, um, England. Excuse my ignorance. But for some reason, at the beginning, I thought these were actually made after Rover was bankrupt or they went out of business and the Chinese bought them. If you know more about it, let me know. I'm here to show you the car. Excuse my ignorance. But at the same time, I always speak my mind. I speak what I think it is. So if I'm wrong, I'm only human. But it's quite rare because if you know, these cars were more commonly seen in a Rover. And I own this piece probably about 4 or 5 years, and I'm curious to know if the trunk opens, but I don't think it does. I don't want to move it around. No, the trunk does not open. It looked like it does for a moment. I don't know why. In my mind, I thought it did. But this is a nice piece. The MGZT was actually made between 2001 and 2005. And this is quite the racy one. This is a racy model. You could tell by the spoiler in the back. You could tell by the wheels. They're like more racy looking car. And the only big difference that I see on the MG from the Rover is the grill. Only just the grill. That's on my eye. Maybe there's other the color too. I mean, I don't think Rover wanted to make them in yellow. Usually British cars are very on the classier side. They're very conservative on the colors. Usually. And I don't think I ever seen a Rover in yellow. But this is an MG ZT. I repeat it 4 times because even for me it's like ZT. I don't really like the name they gave him. ZT looks just when you see example like a Nissan Sentra SE. The ZT sounds like the extra part, like the SE or the SL. So I wish they would have gave him a nice proper name to it, but it's just my opinion. Wah wah wah. Alright, enough of my nonsense. Let's go back to this car. I like the headlights. This car is very, very well made. Vanguards, they make great, great quality cars. I said it before and I'll say it again. They are masters on the quality. They're solid, they're detailed, and they're just good quality. Sometimes other brands, they're so delicate. You touch them, you grab them the wrong way, and by mistake you touch the how you call it, the side mirror, and clack, it breaks. Or you grab the car by the wrong way and you touch the antenna and it fall off. It doesn't happen to me with Vanguards. They're quite more solid. They feel that, okay, you are buying a car, a diecast that's not that cheap. Let's give you guys a bit more quality to it. All right, I was trying to adjust the camera for a moment, but Let me just move it up a little bit. Move it up a little. There it goes. But you can't deny this is a good looking car. Unfortunately, Rover went out of business a long time ago. I was super sad when I heard, and I was a youngster. And I was like, oh man, I like these British brands. And little by little, they start fading away. All these British brands, you know. I wasn't even born when some of them went out of business, like Wolseley, Riley. Um, there's so many. Hillman. I mean, they went out of business a long time ago. And I was not even born when most of them went out of business, or they're no longer been made. But Rover was one of the few ones that are sticked around and trying to push themselves a little longer. But, whatever the reason was, I think it was they weren't making enough money. Like most companies, when they go out of business, if you're not being profitable, you kind of start thinking about what am I doing in the business? We're barely making it. What are we trying to do? Hold on to the name or make profits? And nowadays it's all about the money. If the brand do not make the cut, it does not make the cut. And if it's not as profitable as you wanted it to be, goodbye. Here comes a new brand and a different name and something fresh for other customers or whatever the reason was. Alright guys, so enough of my nonsense. Let's watch this car a little bit go around so you can have a nice look at it. Alright. So, as usual, my question of always, what you guys think about this model? Have you got to see them on the roads? Especially the MG, like the one that you're seeing right now. Or if you are not as lucky to see the MGs, do you see the Rover 75s? I know they were not sold in many countries, Rover, at the end of their era, at the end of their run. They were kind of shrinking their markets. But maybe you're one of those countries you live in one of those countries that got lucky enough to get to have them on your roads. Let me know. If you don't, if you've never seen them or you never drove them, do you collect diecast? Do you like to collect the 143 scales or the big size like the 118, the 124, the 132? Or if you're on the other side of the road and you like more the smaller scale, like those 187 and 172s, or the very popular 164, the Hot Wheel, Matchbox, Majorette, etc., etc., etc. All right, guys. So take care of yourselves, and hopefully you already subscribed. And please give me that nice thumbs up that shows your support and that you like these videos. And I'll see you on my next video. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.